Hello everyone, this is Aisha and welcome to a 40-second Kotlin tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'll be talking about the higher order functions and lambda expressions. So higher order functions are those functions which take functions as their arguments and their return type is also a function. So now when you create a function using the keyword fun, then we will have the name of the function. For example, here I'm going to use addition because my function will add two integers. Then inside these parameters I can have regular arguments which can be of any data type, and then I can have another function. So now before going deep into these higher order functions, let me introduce something called the lambda expression. So lambda expression is an anonymous function which has no name. Okay, so for now if I create a simple variable of integer type, so the first argument is a, which is of integer data type. Then we will have another argument which is b of integer type, and then the third argument I'm going to introduce lambda expression here. So this function will be a higher order function because lambda expression is also a function and this function is anonymous function. So now how would you write that? The name of the function, add, and then colon, and then inside the parameters we will have our arguments. The first argument is of integer type and then the second argument will also be the integer type. So now here when you are creating a lambda expression, there is no need to define the names of these arguments. You just have to specify the data type here. Then we will have this operator dash and the arrow, and then we will have the return type of this lambda expression which will be int. So before this operator we have these arguments, and after this operator we have the return type of the lambda expression. So now the body of the function. So inside the body of the function we will call this lambda expression. Now we have to define this lambda expression, and now I'm going to define this expression in the main function. So now first of all let me complete this addition function. So inside this addition function I am going to create a variable var, and then which will store the answer, and then I'm going to call this function, this lambda expression, by using add and then by passing the arguments. So first argument and then the second argument. So now here a and b are declared, so I can write a and b. So now in this function we have called our lambda expression, and lambda expression contains two arguments or two parameters which are passed on calling the lambda expression. So these a and b are declared in the function definition. Now in the next line I'm going to print addition equals answer. So now in this function the name of the function is addition, and this is a higher order function which contains two regular arguments and a lambda expression. So this lambda expression is add, then we have a colon, and then we have the arguments that this lambda expression takes, and then after this operator we have the return type of this lambda expression. So the return type of lambda expression is int, and this lambda expression, the working of this lambda expression will be, it will add two integers which are passed from the internal from inside this addition function. So now I'm going to define this lambda expression in the main function. So first of all I need to create two variables, x of integer type equals, for example, 23 or 13. Okay, then y of integer equals 4, and then here I'm going to define my lambda expression. So how you can do that? By using the var or vol keyword, whatever you want, and then add colon the data type of the arguments, and then this operator and the return type of the lambda expression, and then assignment operator which will define the body of this lambda expression. So the body of the lambda expression should be defined in curly braces. Even if we have only one statement in this lambda expression, you should have defined it in these curly braces. So now inside the body we will have our arguments which are a and b passed from this function, and this function is called, we have passed a and b. So here a and b and then this operator and the return value. So I'm going to add these numbers, so I will write a plus b. So now the result of this expression will be returned here. So after this I have to call this addition function. And how would you do that? By using the name of the function, which is addition. It takes three arguments. The first one is a, so I'm going to pass the value of x here, which is 13. 13 is an integer. I'm going to pass an integer which is 13, so I can write x. Then the next integer is y, and then the lambda expression. So here the lambda equals add, so I can write add here. Now this is how you can call this lambda, this higher order function. So what we did in this tutorial, first of all we have defined a function which is addition function. It takes two regular arguments of integer type a and b, and then a lambda expression. So this function is a higher order function. So this lambda expression is defined in the main function and it is called in this function, in this addition function. So how can you define? First of all you need to declare this lambda expression. You have to specify the data types of the arguments, and then after this operator you have the return type of the lambda expression. Then in the main function we have used this add, which we have used here, and then these arguments, and then this operator, and then the return type equals the arguments that we passed a and b, and then a plus b will be returned here. So now let's run this program. And you can see here addition equals 17. So what we did, we have defined our lambda expression, we have used the function calling, and we have called our addition function by passing x and y, and then this lambda expression which returns a plus b. So here this add means a plus b. So now in the function we have this value, this return value will be stored here in this variable answer, and then this variable is printed on the output screen. So now there are many other ways that you can call the lambda or the higher order function. Here we have simply passed these two regular variables and then the lambda definition. So we can have another way, which is by using the name of the function, which is addition, and then the arguments, and then the definition of the lambda function, that is this one. So I can copy this and paste it here. Now we have called the function by using two regular arguments and then the name of the lambda expression, and then the second way to call this is x, the regular argument, then we have another regular argument, then the definition of the lambda expression. So now the result will be same, but this function will be called two times. So we will have addition equals 17, and then again we will have addition equals 17. You can see here. Now there is another way to call this lambda, this higher order function, which is by using the name of the function and then the regular arguments x and y, and after this, these parameters, these parentheses, we will have the body of the or the definition of this lambda expression. So now first of all we have passed two regular arguments and the name of the lambda expression. Then the second method was x and y, the regular arguments, and the definition of the lambda expression. Then the third method is you have to put parentheses separately and the definition of the lambda expression separately. When I run this program, I will have the function called 3 times and this message will be printed 3 times. You can see here. So guys, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.